Guys, it's Flip, and today I'm going to show you two different ways to change the blades on your Ego Select Cut XP mower based on what tools you have. So the first thing you're going to do, no matter what tools you have, is go ahead and open up the battery compartment and take the battery out. Then pop open this clip in the middle and collapse the handlebar down, and then fold down the side rails, and then we can stand it up. And we'll go ahead and spin it around so we can see what we're working with here. So with this Select Cut multi-blade system, you have two blades under here. You have the upper blade, which is always installed, and then you have the lower blade, which can be switched out between three different options. You've got a mulching blade, which I have installed now, otherwise known as a gator blade. You also have a high lift bagging blade, and then there is an extended runtime blade. Now, holding these blades in place, you have three things. You have two blade set nuts, and then you have a shaft bolt. So the first method I'm going to show you for changing out these blades is if you only have hand tools. So if you only have hand tools, what you're going to do this with is a socket wrench and a socket, and you will also need a screwdriver. So the first thing you have to do is remove these nuts and bolts. So when you do that, you're going to turn them counterclockwise, and the problem is that's going to make the blade spin. So you have to stop the blades from spinning to remove these. So what you do is put a screwdriver in this hole that will stop the blades from spinning, and then you can remove these nuts and bolts. Sometimes this shaft bolt and the motor shaft will rotate together, and you may need a second little screwdriver or metal rod to put in this hole in the fan right here to help you remove this middle shaft bolt. Now, I have never had that happen to me personally, but apparently it does happen sometimes. So just so you know, sometimes you may need a second little screwdriver in that hole to help lock everything in place. So first you want to loosen up these blade set nuts. To do that, you will use an 11/16 socket or a 17 millimeter. And if you have trouble getting these off, if they are really stuck, here's a couple different options. You can use a socket wrench, but if that isn't strong enough, you can use a breaker bar. This is a 2-foot long breaker bar that will give you some extra leverage. If you really need extra leverage, you can put a pipe on the end of a breaker bar, and that will give you some serious leverage if you need that to remove that bolt. So there's a few different options by hand for removing these. Now, I have taken these off and torqued them down to the proper torque, so I know these should come off with no problem. But I will say, when I first got this mower, these were pretty tough to get off here. I think the middle shaft bolt even had some blue Loctite on it. So it was really a pain to get off. So the breaker bar definitely came in handy. There you can see some of that blue Loctite that's in there. So that's why these are going to be so hard to get off that first time. Then you're going to take out the shaft bolt, and for that you're going to need a 9/16 or a 14 millimeter socket. Then remove that washer with the flat side on it. Make sure you don't lose that. Even if you buy new blades, they will not send you one of these. You need to keep that. The second way is if you have some power tools. So I'm going to use an impact wrench this time, and it's a little bit easier than the other method. Not that the other method is difficult at all, just with a socket wrench. The only difference is you just don't need that screwdriver. So it's the same size socket. For the blade set nuts, you need an 11/16. The only difference is I'm using an impact socket here. So you can just hold the blade with a gloved hand and just pop it out like that. A little bit quicker. Then again, a 9/16 socket on the shaft bolt. Make sure when you remove the blades, you don't lose these two bolts that are underneath the upper blade. They kind of have a little diamond shape to them, so when you set them under that upper blade, it'll hold it in place like that. So now I'm going to shift to the high lift blade. So when it's time to put these back on, the way I've found that's easiest is just to set these 2 bolts where they go in the upper blade, and then just set whatever blade on you're going to use like this. Make sure you can read where it says right there, this side facing grass, so you want that side down, and just going to line that up on the 2 bolts there. What I like to do is just kind of hand tighten these nuts just to kind of hold that in place where they go. Then you can tighten those down once you have them on the mower. So then I'm going to put these on the shaft. Then you're going to put that shaft washer on with that flat side matching where it is on the shaft. And then your bolt. Again, I just kind of hand tighten those first, make sure you don't cross thread anything. Now this is the part where some people will probably disagree with me. So you can just snug these back up with your impact or a socket wrench. Personally, I like to use a torque wrench and actually set them to the specific torque that you are supposed to. That way I know they're not too tight and you can't get them back off, or too loose, but that's just me. I'm a little OCD. If you want to just snug them back up, feel free to do that however you want, but I'm going to use the impact just to get it a little bit tighter, and then I'll use the torque wrench to get it down to the specific torque. So for the shaft bolt, you need around 36 to 43 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm going to go ahead and set my torque wrench. Put the screwdriver back in. And you're going to turn that clockwise. Once you hear that click, you know it's set to the right torque. For the blade set nuts, these should be set to 22 foot-pounds. Okay, so now you know you have everything set to the proper torque. So next you can go ahead and lay the mower back down and then fold the handle back up and extend the side rails. So I've got several videos about this mower. I will link them in the description below the video if you want to check them out, and a few at the end of the video. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.